Week 6 of the NFL.
And coming up, we'll see the electric Jaden Daniels. He's not afraid to throw it. Second in the NFL in touchdowns. It's the Commanders and the Falcons. And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. And we are in store for a great game today, everyone. Kate Scott and Brock Huard, along for the ride on this one. We love these kind of games, Brock, and that's because we got a pair of teams who both gotten off to good starts this season. They find themselves with winning records as we now work our way through the front half of this schedule.
Yeah, we try to be pros, and every game, right, is a big game, but when you have teams that have gotten off to these starts, we know these are both playoff caliber teams. They look that way right now. And this is also a measuring stick game, and a great one where you don't have the consequences of lose and go home. Just a wonderful test for you, for me, for the fans, and most importantly, for those guys on the field.
A third down run with Harris. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First down, and they go right back to him. And this one doesn't go far. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second down now, 7 to go. Staying on the ground with Harris. Tries to power through him, and the ball is loose! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. They had gotten the ball moving, Brock. We're seeing some progress on their debut possession.
They were following the script well, but of course, nobody scripts a turnover.
No, they don't. So does that totally erase the positives that they could otherwise take away from that opening drive?
Yes and no. I mean, every possession is such a premium in this league, but you do know we can move this ball. We just got to take better care of it.
So here are the Falcons out on offense for their first drive. And it's their fifth-year quarterback leading the charge.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Brought in right side. And he's brought down for a loss.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And so far, with a chunk of the season gone, you can see he's been the league's most productive receiver in terms of yardage. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Handoff now from the gun. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on 1st. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. He picks up 8 on the run, and now they're going to have 3rd and 4. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Shotgun now on third down. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. And following that return, we've got an injured player down there. He'll receive some assistance as we step aside. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Rolling left, buying some time. He takes it himself. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. Following the play, we have an injured commander. The training staff out there to check on him as we pause. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll try and throw it here. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. 3rd and 4 coming up now. He's going to throw this one. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They'll send out the punting unit. Punt team on the field. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. His work begins at the 31. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Falcons will take over. The Falcons taking the field for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. To throw it on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Second and 6 coming up here. Throwing it. Pitts brings it in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Falcons will have a first.
Falcons, 1st down.
Sending a tight end in motion left. Play action on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, then you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Still sticking with the passing game. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Second and 6 coming up here. Back to throw now. This one's caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons get the game's first points here in the second. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Returning it from the 4. He's got a lane up past the 30. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Now after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Dumped off to his running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Gets this one to Harris. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing off the play fake here. Complete out to the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st down, they'll run. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
From the gun, they go with Harris. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
And this one does not go far.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. Man in motion out of the slot. Back now, pressure on its way. Hauled in left side. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 31. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, you know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty.
Putting a receiver in motion. Complete out to the right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They go play action here. That one's complete, right side.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And he found some running room for a nice gain. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 2nd and 3 now. They give to Harris from the gun. And he's brought down for a loss. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders, looking at 3rd and 4. Throwing now from the gun. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Running behind center with Harris. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Falcons will have plenty of work to do on their next drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Here's a throw. Hits him on the in route. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. They'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Falcons will have a first. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing it again here. Finding Flowers. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. We've reached the midway point of this game. The visiting Falcons taking a lead into that locker room. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And in the second quarter, it is the Eagles who are out in front. Former #1 overall pick Joe Burrow with a touchdown pass. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Brock Purdy has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou to check on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. The Saints looking very much like an early Super Bowl favorite as they run their record to 5-1 on the year. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Huard.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Has this at the 6. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Throw left side, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Here's a quick pass, caught outright. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They go play action on 1st. Finds a man right side. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one doesn't go far. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8. Pass play coming here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Commanders will take over as he records his first interception of our season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
The Commanders all set to regain possession. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. To throw here on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At the Falcons' 41-yard line.
He's got a man left. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Option give here. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's could...
And that's a Washington touchdown! So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders tie things 10-10. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. 1st and 10 now from the 30. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Option design here. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. And he makes the Hets go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running the back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And the last two drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense has eaten, it's been a tough watch.
Second and 10 now. Completed over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. And for the Commanders, a fifth defensive back out there. They're going nickel on third down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Hey, God bless the Ted Washingtons, Casey Hamptons, Vince Wilforks, all them run stuffers back in the day. But the D-tackles of today, you not only have to stuff the run, you have to eat up the pass too, and that D-tackle just got it done.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. 65 yards on the punt there. And the Commanders will go on offense. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Okay, the wide receiver's gonna get it to begin the drive. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long.
At the 14-yard line.
It is caught left side. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. Falcons going nickel to defend this third down play. Looking for a throw here. Gets this one to Harris. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
On now comes their punter. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. This is the end of the third quarter. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Handoff now out of the gun. And he's tackled for a short gain. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on third down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Blake Gillikin will kick it away. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Commanders set to take over. They came into this game on a 5-game win streak and currently in control of what could be a 6th straight victory. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now looking to throw. And he's brought down after a short gain.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Sending a receiver left. Another run with Harris here on first. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 37. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Cut out left. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He'll throw it. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And now they face 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Incomplete from the contact.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
It's far enough, but does not get the redirect off the upright. It's no good. And they fail to make this a 2-score ball game.
And hope still remains in the building, Kate. Not a 2-score game. In fact, a make there, well, it could have been the death knell. But the miss, you just see it breathes some new life into the opposing sideline.
Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and just 2 to go. They've got a man in motion. They give it to him again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away.
Washington will take over the first.
Out comes the Commander offense for another series. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try to miss the mark. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Staying on the ground with Harris. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Commanders feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. They've got 1st down from the 31. Harris once more. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. This is Harris on 2nd down. Through the 2nd level at the 40. And he gets it forward all the way to the 44. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Another carry for him. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They send a tight end in motion. A 3rd down run with Harris. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And you and I both know, Brock, they, like so many teams in this league, fans of establishing the run to begin a football game. Well, I'm looking at my watch, I'm looking up at the scoreboard. We're sometime into this one now, and they still haven't been able to establish it against this defense.
Yeah, kind of like when we walk into a defensive meeting room and sit with the D coordinator, and what is his #1 premise each and every week? Stop the run. Stop the run.
Yep.
Because you know if you create that kind of imbalance and you take away the run, you have a chance of playing pretty good defense like they've done.
Setting up to pass. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Throwing now. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he ended up time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. So they take a knee here, and they stay perfect on the season. Another victory added on to their streak. So score this as a win for the Commanders. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So for Brock Huard, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Commanders. As with that, we sign off from DC.